Welcome everyone to Selenium Training by Wisdom Trainings. Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to start by writing the test cases. As we have already seen in the previous video, the installation of PyTest into the systems. Fine. So will directly start with the test cases. But before that, I would like to tell you some of the rules that you have to follow while writing the test cases, and what is the need of doing those, and what's the rule going to make the difference. So I'm just going to create a different package. Just as to keep all my test cases at a single location, I'm making the different package for test cases only. And inside this, I'm going to create a module by the name test underscore, let's say demo. Okay, now firstly I'm going to talk about the rules, the conventions I have to follow while making the test cases, and then I'll show you how actually we are going to make the test case. Okay, so the very first rule is to name the module prefixed by test. That means whenever you are creating the module, the name of the module should be prefixed with test. That, as I have done, it should be prefixed with test underscore. Whatever you want to give the name as, you can. That's totally up to your wish, but it should be prefixed with test. Why? There is a reason. Whenever you are running the test cases in batch, the modules which are named by test, they are going to be picked up automatically while running in batch. But if you have a test case which is in a module not prefixed by the name test, that test case is not going to run. So this is very, very important to name the modules in the right way by prefixing text ahead. The same way, moving further to the test cases that we have to write. Now, test cases are nothing different from writing a class and a function. They are not that different. If you are writing a test case, it can be in a class and it can be individually as well. Now, for example, I am taking the individual test case. So remember the way we are making the test case, we are making the functions by using the def and the function name. The same thing is going to happen in the test case as well. Just the difference is you need to prefix test before the name as you have done in the modules. Okay. So what will happen is, what kind of structure your test case will look like: def test underscore demo. This is exactly the same. That is what we have learned in making the test cases, right? Making the functions, right? The same is this, but the difference is that test has been prefixed now, and now I don't need to call this function exceptionally. I need not to do this thing. This is not required now because this function has now become a test case. Now if I run this, it's like this. Fine. The same way for the classes, the class name should start with test with a capital T. There you need to be very careful about the case sensitivity of the name. The T should be capital in the class name. Fine. Now these were the three rules of writing the test cases. Now moving further, I'll show you how actually you have to run the test cases in PyCharm, and then also I'll show you that how to run the test cases in Eclipse as well. Fine. I've already shown you how the test case can be made. Inside the test case you can have anything. Right now I'm not taking any of the Selenium code, just the Python commands will be taken inside, like arithmetic operators, the print statements and all. That is going to be here only. So I'll have print, I'll say demonstrating test case. Okay, this is what I need to have in my test case to be done. Now over here you will get option to run PyTest for test demo. In my case, I am getting it because in PyCharm, there are number of settings that you have to make. What that settings are, let's discuss that. Then after you will be getting this kind of console. The first setting, you have already installed PyTest into the system, right, by using the command prompt. Now you have to get that PyTest into your PyCharm as well. So what you need to do is go over your file option over here at the top in the settings. In the settings over here, just go to the project over here. You will get a tab, project, and the name of your project. Inside that, you have to go to the Python interpreter. Now in the interpreter, as many as packages are already in your PyCharm, they all are going to be listed over here. All of them. In your case, if you are running the test cases for the very first time in PyCharm, you will not get this much number of packages. You have to add the packages manually. How? Just go over here, the plus button, this plus button, and this kind of window will open up. Now, whichever package you want to install, whichever package you want to add in PyCharm, you need to give the name. Like, I want to add PyTest. So that option, that package name is going to come over here, highlighted. You just need to click on install package. Once you do that, the package will start installing, and once it's completed, this kind of green bar will come informing that PyTest has been installed successfully. Okay. Close this, click on OK, and done. Now to the second settings. There are one more setting. Go again to the settings tab. Now this time go to tools. In the tools, Python integrated tools. Click on this. You will get a number of options over here. What you need to select over here is in the testing section. By default, the test runner over here is unit test. You have to get it changed to PyTest to run the PyTest on your PyCharm. Click on apply and OK. That's it. That's what you need to do. After that, go over your package explorer, right click on the test case name, click on run PyTest in test demo. That will give you that you are running the PyTest for which particular module. Click on that and your test case will start running. You can see over here this way. Okay. Also, in your case, you will not get this print statement directly. For this also, you have to make some changes. Click over the module name, right click over the module name, and just below the run option, you will get the option of edit. Run debug edit. Click on edit. And the edit over here, you have to give number of parameters. Now to display the print statements, whichever you are writing in the test case, on the console, you have to use the marker -s. Fine. Once you do this, once you add it in the additional arguments, click on apply, OK, and you are done. Now you have to do this setting, basically the additional argument setting, not the previous one. The additional argument setting you have to do. You have to run it again, and now you will be getting the print statement over here in the console as well. This way you can create a number of test cases. Like I'll create one more module and I'll name it as test_demo2, and here also I'll say def test_demo2, and again I'll be having a print statement stating creating second test case in second module. You can have any print statement. This is specifically in my case I'm giving it. Now if I run this test case, run PyTest in the second one, and that's done. Now over here you can see that the print statement is not coming over here. So I have to go again edit, in additional arguments, -s needs to be added, apply, OK, and run it again. Now this time, just a minute, run PyTest. Now this time I am getting it over here in the console. This way you can run the test cases in PyCharm. Okay. Also, whatever test cases you are making, you can run them from your command prompt as well. Just what you need to do is, you need to know the location where your test cases are lying. Now in PyCharm, how you can check the physical location of the test cases in your system? There is an option that is show in Explorer. When you will click on this option, it will take you to the physical location in your system like this. From here you can get the path of your package where your test cases are lying. Just open up the command prompt, be at that location, and you have to give the command pytest and the name of the test case you want to run. I want to run test underscore demo.py, the full name of the file. And once it's done, you can see that the same output is coming over here on console as well. Just the print statement is not being displayed. For that, you have to add the marker -s over here on the command prompt again. Now you get the print statement. Fine. This way you can run the test cases on your command prompt as well. Now this was about PyCharm, that how you can run the test cases on PyCharm. The same thing you might are comfortable with Eclipse. So that also I'll show you that if you have to run the test cases from Eclipse, how you can do that. So I'll go back to my Eclipse, and over here the package is already made. I've already used it previously. I just need to make the same thing, a new package, and in the package I have to create the module and the test case. So I'll go to new Python package, test cases, I'll name it as finish. Inside this I'll have module and I'll name it as test demo. Finish. Now I'll create the test case, test underscore demo. The same way, the same syntax is going to be followed over here. And I'll have print statement, demo test case in Eclipse. Okay. Now running test cases in Eclipse is far easier than PyCharm, because you don't have to exceptionally go and install your package in the Eclipse. You just need to go over here. The settings you need to do, the -s that we have added in these additional arguments in PyCharm, that you have to do. From where you will be doing it? Over at the options tab, you will get a Windows tab. Go over there in the preferences. In the preferences, you will get a number of blocks. What you need to go in is PyDev. Under PyDev in PyUnit. Now by default the test runner in Eclipse is PyDev test runner. You have to change it to py.testrunner and add the marker -s to display the output, the print statement output on the console. By default there will be a parameter named verbosity. The verbosity is basically providing you the extra information that which test case is running, from which package it's being loaded, and all the information that is going to be provided. Fine. Once you have done both the changes, click on apply and close. Right click over the workspace or at the package or at the test case name, wherever you feel fine, and run it as Python unit test. You run it, and over in the console you will find the output like this. It's being loaded from the test cases package. The module name is test_demo, and this is the print statement that is inside the test case, and the information that the test case has been passed in this much seconds. Fine. So this is the way you can run the test cases from your Eclipse. And if you have written the test cases either in PyCharm or in Eclipse, you can run both of them from the command prompt. Just that you need to be at the location where your test cases are lying. Now to figure out where your test cases are lying in Eclipse, just click over the test case name, right click over there and go to the properties option, that's at the last, and this kind of window is going to open up. And over here the whole information is being provided, that what's the path of your project till the test case, what's the type of the file, size, when was it last modified, what are the attributes, and the physical path in your system. So you can get it from here till the package in which you are keeping the test cases. Okay, again you have to be at the location. So I'll change the location. Now my location has been changed to Eclipse workspace. I will give the command again, pytest-s testdemo.py, and over here this is the kind of output I get. Okay, so this is that easy to run it from 3 of the platforms. Now moving further, suppose at some time you want to skip some test cases. That also comes up in point. So that also we need to know. That's very easy. Now till time I have not used the PyTest package. This is generally I have written a test case and I am running it. But I have not physically used the PyTest package. But now to skip the test case, I will be requiring that package. So I'll say @ this is basically the decorator that we have studied in the Python basics. So do watch that if you face any issue. PyTest. Now you need to import the PyTest over here. PyTest.mark.skip. Skip. And you can give any statement over here like skipping the test case. You can have it over here. Now it's giving me an error. I need to import PyTest. You will get an option. Once you'll go at this error, a red color bulb will come. You click on that and it will give you an option to import PyTest. The PyTest got imported. Same way, go to the package name, run PyTest, and you can see over here that the test case has been skipped. Over here, this way. So how easy it's to skip the test cases you have already seen. The same is going to happen in the Eclipse platform as well. Just go over here, @pytest.mark.skip. Skipping. Okay, I run this Python unit test, and over here also my test case will get skipped. Now over here in the console I am getting S. This is with the help of the verbosity, the additional information. Okay. If you want to run this again from your command prompt, just give the command again, and this time whatever changes you have made the skip statement added on. On the console the same output is going to be over there. Okay. And the way we are creating the test cases, you can create as many as test cases you want. You can also have them in a class. Like if I create one more module, and I'll name it as test demo 3. Now I'm going to add them in a class. I'm going to make the test case in a class. So this is class test demo. As I told you that the class name should be prefixed with test with capital T. So that you need to follow. Inside this, you can create the test case as we have already been doing. And again, I'll have the print statement demonstrating test class functionality. Like this kind of statement I'm having. Need not to do anything different. Just go over the module name, click on run PyTest as, and this way your particular module in which you have made class and then you have written the test case is going to run. As I told you earlier, that all the time you are going to create a new module, you have to add the additional arguments to get the print statements as well. So I'll have it over here, -s, apply, okay. I'll run it again. Okay, it's the debug mode. I need to be at the run, stop and return, and run it as this. So now this time I'm getting the print statement over here. Okay. So this was how you can create your test cases. You can create as many as test cases, as many as modules you want. In a single module, if you want to create 50 test cases, you can. There is no restriction over it. Just that you need to know that which test case you want to run. Like over here in this module, I have one test case written. Let's say I have one more test case, test_a, print a. The same way I have another test case, test_b, print b. Fine. Now if I run this module, there are going to be 3 test cases collected, and 3 of them are going to be over here. Like one is having skip ahead, so one got skipped. Now if you have to run a specific test case, like you just want to run the test A only out of all the test cases in the single module. From the IDEs that will not be possible, but from the command prompt that is possible. Just need to go at the location. I need to be at this location. So over here, I'm at the location now. What I need to do is PyTest -s to see the print, see the console output. Then -k. Now this -k, the marker -k is going to specify that you are going to run a specific test case from a whole module. Okay, so I'll name it as I'll give the test case name over here, that is test_a, and I'll press enter. So now out of the whole package, it looked for the test case name test_a and ran it for me, and rest are deselected. Fine. This is to run a specific test case from a specific module if you want to. Also, if you want to batch run all the test cases that you have written in the package, a one-line command is there to run them in batch, in serially. Fine. That is PyTest. Just PyTest. If there are some print statements that you want to see, add the marker -s, and that's it. So if I press enter, you can see over here, four test cases are passed and one has been skipped. This way, if you have it in Eclipse as well, the same command is going to run. Just be careful about that the location is given correctly. Otherwise, it's going to say that the test cases are not found. Okay, this was about how to run test cases in batch in serial order. Okay, how to run test cases in parallel, that we will discuss in the coming videos in later times. Okay, likewise, there are a number of things that you can run, that you can do with PyTest. But this was for the general introduction, and I hope this was clear enough with both the IDs, the Eclipse and the PyCharm. Whichever you feel fine to work with, try both of them and see which is more comfortable to you. Okay, so this was all for this video. Do practice this and I'll see you guys in next video. Thank you.